Hey everybody, today is March 1st. We're in the second Sunday of Lent. Hopefully everybody's Lent is going well. Um, it's like, how could it go well? I got to give things up, or I got to do this, I got to do that. Meaning it's like cathartic, right? We're reflecting on our how we compare our day-to-day lives to the Ten Commandments, how we compare our day-to-day lives, what we do, what we think, to Scripture. And there should be usually a gap between what we're actually doing, right, and what Jesus is asking us to do. That gap, once we understand it, then we can go to confession and say, Lord, these are my shortfalls. Boom, 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 boom. Love me anyway. Give me mercy. Give me grace. So that's why I love the confessional. So hopefully everyone gets a chance to do a great confession this Lent. But in today's Catechism, we're in the in brief section of this is in part 1. In brief means it's like a quick summary of what this section says. And so part of that brief, part of that review, part of that summary of the part 1 of the Catechism, the very beginning of the Catechism, it basically says, like, hey, in summary, don't forget, you, human, have the capacity to know God through listening to, hearing, reading about the gospel of Christ, and we can get to know God through our own study, but also internally through our voice of conscience, I think is the terminology used in this paragraph, where we have an internal mechanism. We're built for God. We can discern God because it's in our DNA. We're in his image, and of course, just like I might have an affinity for my parents because I am of them, we have an affinity of God because we're made in his image. We are of God the Father. So we can learn who God is, and that's good. Okay, keep praying, be a saint. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Have a great day. Bye.